Hello and welcome to this video about looking into the root cause of what's creating your pain, because unless that's really addressed, then the pain has no chance to go. And we can fob it off, we can throw drugs at it, we can fix it for a time, but it will come back because the original cause and the reason it's there in the first place, if that hasn't been addressed, then there's no reason for it to not go away. Just like when we pull a plant, if we don't pull the root, it's going to come back. It will. So the root cause is the area to be addressed. Now, Joe, recently, he had dreadful back pain. He had his back felt overstretched and strained. It was always with him, and he had different ways to deal with it. It'd come back before. It'd come back again this time, and it was a bit of a long story over some years. And he'd been to the doctors, he'd considered steroids, he'd been trying to adjust and taking Pilates classes, but he was in pain, and it was pretty bad. But that's not the actual cause. And after Joe's story, I'm going to take you through the steps so you can get your pain started and start looking at the actual cause. So hang on in there. But just hear Joe's story first, because you might find that you resonate with it, because it's pain is pain, and whether it's back pain or anything else, it's a discomfort in the body. And I'm going to show you how to clear yours in a moment. So we talked about what was his life, not just his back, because it's not working with back alone. He's also got emotions and feelings and life. So what was Joe's life? Well, he was highly emotionally stressed at home. He was working flat out. He was working 16 hours a day. He had his own business, but he was taking on the roles of people that he had to let go because the money wasn't there, and he had to take on that extra role. Now he was working 2 jobs. He was getting back very late at night, 8, 10, 11 at night. So the pressures were pretty intense, as you can imagine. Long hours, very tired. He gets back. The emotional stories in his home life were all there, unaddressed, and he's very stressed all around. Very sweet guy, lots of lovely energy, good attitude. He knew where he wanted to go, he knew his goals, but the big fat lump of the stress and the pressure he was experiencing in his life, his back was just reflecting that. And that's what your body will do. Your body will just reflect other parts of you, whether they're buried, whether they're obvious. Your body doesn't think for itself, it just responds to you. So what you're feeling and what you're thinking, your body will be directly and specifically and in fine tune and fine detail will be reflecting exactly how you're feeling and exactly how your other parts of your life are. Your body will be doing exactly the same thing. So we worked together, and when we helped him to use the pain-free method, his back pain went. I'm going to take you through the steps now for your pain, for your conditions, for your discomfort. So when we want to start to tap into the actual root cause, the reason your pain, your symptoms are there in the first place to look is at the pain itself. Because if we start to sort of analyse your life and look at your thoughts and perhaps fears and feelings or whatever else is in there, whatever else is going in your life, it's dependent on so much information and dependent on many things, many factors. And whether we're going to even get results or not is an open question. So the pain-free method is very accurate and very direct. And we're going to look at the source of the problem from the problem itself. So what I want you to do is to write down, get a piece of paper and pen. I'll just give you a moment to do that. To think about how would you describe your pain? How do you describe your conditions as you see it, as you feel it? Not what the doctor said, not what the names of the conditions are, not the itis and the technical names. How you personally experience and feel that discomfort. So write down the adjectives, the description. It makes me feel blah blah. I have this and it makes me feel that. So you write down the exact description of what you're experiencing with your conditions. And if you have many things, lots of people have many things going on, just pick one, pick the main one, pick the top sort of center painful issue and symptoms, and write down the description of what that makes you feel like, how that affects you, what happens when it rises, when you're dealing with it. How do you feel? How does it make you let's get rid of that pain. How does it make you experience? What does it make you experience? How does it make you feel? So once you've done that, you might like to stop this video and just write those things down and have a bit of a brainstorm about that. But pick the sort of top few things you've written down, or the things that you're thinking. It makes me feel ... So those are going to be the exact same things. That is the root cause. So let's pick back pain, for example, because it's a very common condition. So say we're going to take some back pain, and say I have back pain and it makes me feel, it twinges and it aches, and I can feel it shooting up my spine, and I can't walk, and the pain's radiating out. So just an example like this. So if you take those exact same descriptions, don't change a thing, exact same descriptions, and think about, where else in your life, look at your descriptions, where else in your life are those exact same things? Exact same things. So where does the pain radiate up your spine? Where does, this is my example, but take it from your descriptions. Where does life feel stiff for you? Where is the aggravation? And then when you look at the rest of your life using these exact same descriptions, you're going to start to be painting a picture about where is the actual problem, where's the actual root for you. And when you start healing that, then there is no reason for your body to be having symptoms, because your body reflects how you feel. It reflects your life. It physically reflects how you feel and how you think and what's going on in your life. So if you'd like me to help you and to look into how you can clear your pain, then just like Joe and many others that I've helped to clear their pain, even when they don't believe it, and that's the best situation I love, because if you're skeptical, like most people, it's natural to be skeptical and wonder if this is going to work for you. Well, I offer a free call. So come on a free call, and I'm going to show you how the pain-free method can work for you. And let's get rid of your pain. You don't need it anymore. And think about, imagine what life is going to be like when you don't have it. Now, this method is a little bit different, and it's unusual. It's very simple, very easy, and I'm going to guide you through the exact steps. So it's not a difficult technique, but it's extremely effective and very natural. It's working with your natural system. And you're going to love it. You'll see how easy it is, how many people have shifted severe pain and chronic conditions in moments. But the real work is, through this video I've shown you, is the real work to actually get rid of the creation of that pain and symptoms and conditions, is to soothe and heal the original cause. And that's where things will really shift. But with the pain-free method, you get the instant relief technique as well. So if you'd like to talk about that and see how that can work for you, and see what's going on with that and how it can work for you, book yourself on a call, and let's get that pain, get rid of those conditions, and I'll show you how. Have a lovely day. Bye.